The crypto market has taken its fair share of blows from the Russia-Ukraine conflict. We've seen both upwards and downwards price movements at different times, but what's the true impact of war on the market? How are both countries deploying crypto to help their cause? Let's find out. Stay tuned until the end of the video, because before we call it a day, we'll be discussing how to maximize your profits as a trader in these uncertain times. A few days ago, the crypto market was struggling to find its bearing, partially due to the security uncertainty brewing from Eastern Europe. Then, out of the blue, the Russian invasion begins, confirming our fears and fueling a knee-jerk reaction from most investors. As expected, the crypto market took a tumble, and so did the stock market. It was inevitable anyway, because whether we admit it or not, cryptocurrency is slowly becoming a mainstay in the global financial industry. Prior to the pandemic, Bitcoin and other digital assets showed low correlations to the traditional financial market variables. In effect, crypto behaved as an entirely different ecosystem, Zach Pandal, co-head of foreign exchange strategy at Goldman Sachs, said. But over the last 2 years, as Bitcoin has seen wider mainstream adoption, its correlation with macro assets has picked up, he added. As the war rages on, digital currencies worth millions of dollars have made their way into Russia and Ukraine, helping to cushion the adverse effect on both sides. The neutrality of crypto at a time like this depicts the core values that converted us all into fanatics in the first place. So, what is the true impact of the crisis on the crypto market? As Vladimir Putin dropped bombs and missiles on Ukraine in the early days of the crisis, the European Union, United States, and other major countries have dropped hefty economic sanctions on the Russian economy. Some say these embargoes are the toughest deterrents that have been imposed on Russia in history. However, other countries and entities apart from the Russian economy are having to bear the brunt too. Within 24 hours of the invasion and sanctions, the crypto market plunged by 8%, as over $150 billion worth was wiped off its entire valuation. Tokens like Solana and Shiba Inu fell by as much as 10%. The stock market, which has proven to be a strong crypto ally in recent months, also fell by 2%, even as oil prices surge. In the last week, though, we've seen a remarkable turnaround of events. According to CoinGecko, Bitcoin is up by nearly 20% in the last 7 days and 15.5% over the last month. In the same period, Ethereum has jumped by 15% and 13.8% respectively. Initially, the crisis subdued the market, but as we can see from the positive price action and key indicators, the market is currently experiencing a bounce. The war was an anticipated event, and markets reacted while preempting the impact, which caused high volatility in the market. The day the war starts, markets tumble as an adverse effect. However, it then shows signs of recovery. Founder and CEO of Bitbins, Gaurav Dahaki, said, "One can correlate this with the equity markets and how it was impacted during similar instances such as Palestine, Vietnam, or any of the other wars," he concluded. How are both countries deploying crypto to help their cause? The harsh economic conditions faced by both Russia and Ukraine have triggered a spontaneous adoption of cryptocurrencies. With the invasion still going on, it's difficult for traditional financial institutions to function at their full capacity, even if they operate at all. Hence, we are seeing a repeat of what happened in Afghanistan a few months ago. Citizens are swapping their cash for stable tokens to preserve their wealth after the country's central bank suspended electronic transfers and barred citizens from withdrawing foreign currencies. Last Friday, Ukrainian crypto platform Kuna recorded its highest daily trading volume for the first time since May 2021. People from all around the globe are sending financial donations in crypto to help bolster the Ukrainian military and provide medical aid and humanitarian support for the citizens. The Ukrainian government has been actively asking for crypto donations. So far, those calls have generated over $20 million. The European Union, United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Poland, Hungary, and others have pledged support to Ukraine with donations including weapons and money. This could potentially wreck their relationship with Russia and make them a target of Russian aggression. But with the crypto donations, the fear is completely eliminated because all transactions can be done anonymously. The fact that it can't be frozen, the fact that it can't be censored, and the fact that it can be used without ID is very, very important. Chief Strategy Officer of the Human Rights Foundation, Alex Gladstein said during a chat with Recode. He added that those factors are the reasons why Bitcoin is such an important humanitarian tool. The only problem against crypto adoption in Ukraine at the moment would be that most people need to be educated on the basis of cryptocurrency and how it works. However, a war zone is not a very friendly educational environment. Also, the transition from the traditional financial systems is happening so fast that most newbies might not be able to keep up. As crypto is providing economic relief to Ukrainians, Russia is using it as a tool to sidestep the sanctions imposed by the US and its allies. Russia's currency, the ruble, has suffered a great deal from the sanctions that are flying in. Most banks in Russia were kicked out of the SWIFT system, causing the ruble to fall by over 30% against the dollar. Indeed, as this video was being drafted, CBS News reported that the ruble is now worth less than 1 cent. In response, the Russian central bank has raised interest rates to 20%. That hasn't helped a great deal. The Russian stock market is also down by over 40% since the conflict started. Billionaire tech entrepreneur and CEO of popular Russian search engine Yandex saw his fortune plunge by more than 60%, dropping from 2.6 billion to 580 within 6 days. In all, 116 Russian billionaires have lost over $120 billion since the crisis began. However, many believe that Russia has hatched a plan to ease the effects of the sanctions from the West and move money around using cryptocurrency. This might actually be true because long before the conflict even started, Russia had been developing its native cryptocurrency called the digital ruble, with the hopes of deploying it at a time like this. The US and other countries, including Ukraine, are calling for crypto exchanges to impose a blanket ban on all users' traffic from Russia so that the sanctions imposed would not be undermined. I'm asking all major crypto exchanges to block addresses from Russian users. Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Digital Transformation, Mikhailo Fedorov, tweeted. However, the crypto exchanges, which include Binance, Kraken, and Coinbase, say that the request cannot be granted because it goes against the values of cryptocurrency. Crypto is meant to provide greater financial freedom for people across the globe. To unilaterally decide to ban people's access to their crypto would fly in the face of the reason why crypto exists, a spokesperson for Binance told CNBC. Both Kraken and Coinbase or their representatives have released statements along these lines too. Nonetheless, there's a binding agreement amongst all three of the world's largest crypto exchanges to identify and ban any user on their platform who has been sanctioned. Right before we tell you how to maximize profits in these uncertain times, if you've made it this far, please hit the like button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss other interesting content like this. It's quite surprising that against all odds, the crisis between Russia and Ukraine has had a positive impact on the crypto market. Regardless, this is not the time to get too comfortable. We hope that the crisis doesn't escalate and will end soon, but then again, there are no guarantees. So it's advisable to convert some of your volatile tokens to stable coins. If the market declines, you'll have enough liquidity to enter trades from good positions or buy more tokens. But if it doesn't, you'll still be able to find a good entry point as the uptrend continues. Are you surprised by the impact of the Russia-Ukraine crisis on the crypto market? Let us know in the comments section down below. Be sure to check out this video over here. What is blockchain and how does it work?